flash STD. It has a place. There's the main side you look at the computer from, you open it up and you see all the video card and the processor and the motherboard and all that. But if you open up the other side, there's a little indentation on the back of where the motherboard mounts where you can mount the STD.
Oh, cool.
And then run that little cable around and stuff, and like just all kinds of really cool features that really made me appreciate like what an important element your case is to your computer.
Yeah.
Let's see how we're going.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see Nicole isn't dressed up tonight because I was like, I'm staying comfy.
It's cozy.
Nicole usually dresses up for her character.
I know. Yeah, I decided that Niz is in vacation mode.
I was like, I'm not dressing for the no viewers. I'm dressing for comfort.
Yeah.
I bought myself some fancy dress shirts with some Christmas money, so.
Nice.
Although it was kind of like a neat realization of like, oh, I do miss like needing to dress up for something. So it became a thing just for me. But that was like, today I didn't feel like it was for me, so I wore a sweatshirt.
I can do that. The few times I've actually put on like pants and a button-down shirt, I've been like, oh, I'm so fancy.
Pants.
I do like a button-down shirt and just like boxers for work. I'm like, just don't stand up during the meeting and I'll be fine.
Yep.
I had to record an audition the other day as like a lawyer, so they wanted you to be in a suit, but the audition was only from like mid-chest up, so I had like I just had the top half of a suit and then comfy lounge pants down below and slippers.
There was a TikTok I was watching that was somebody trying to record an audition demo and with a hat that interrupted like 20 times in a row.
Nice.
Yeah, I got slippers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Woo.
Coffee time.
Yeah. Cool. Where are we at here? We just got off the bus, right?
Got off the bus.
Yeah, and I was saying darkly that we are in hell, I think.
Oh yeah, that was our closing.
What's the place called? Mucky what? Mucky
Point.
Mucky Point?
Mucky Point.
Yeah, Mucky Point.
They don't have alliteration like we do.
No. It's
Sad. Classy.
Sad.
I mean, no good.
Let's go ahead and do the set the end of session things. See
oh yeah, good point.
This time.
Somebody link us to our information.
Oh, yeah,
oh, I have it. Let me see if I can plop it in.
Did it.
No, me first. Okay.
Yeah, let's see what do I want to do today. Oh, I'm gonna try to undermine an official since we're in another town.
Ooh.
See if I can do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm tempted to do the same.
Since we're in a town where everything's creepy, I'm definitely gonna dote on someone.
Undermine the official.
I feel, you know what? I'm gonna dote on someone too because that's one of the ones that makes me the most uncomfortable, and I didn't achieve it last time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I feel like I need to strengthen my doting muscles.
Okay, do I make it so all three of us are doting, or
Yeah, triple dote.
Why not? Triple dote.
all in on doting? All right.
Well, you guys are all secretly undermining authority as well.
Sweet.
I feel weird if I don't, so here we go.
Oh, it's great. We can all be
Like, no, I want to steal the mail.
Three-way team effort.
If we all touch the bomb at once, all undermining the authority.
All we gotta do is, we just all three get a word in. We go like, I go, no, we're gonna go in the museum, and you go, yeah, we're going in because we want to, and Peter goes, damn right, we do what we want. We all three undermine authority.
Cool. So we got the bus. We established the strange characteristic that all Mucky Pointers have is overly cute and friendly. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
cute and cheerful. Yeah.
They're like little Whovillians.
Yeah, Whoville.
So, important question: is Akiko with us?
I would assume so, just because it feels like.
I would hope
Feels
so.
like we've had too many where it's like I just haven't been able to use the cat at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiko gets a bus ticket.
Do you have a little leash, or does
Uh,
Akiko just walk around freely all the time and follows you around?
That's a good question.
I imagine.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I imagine she's on a leash, but is still wandering around freely. That Hyacinth just follows wherever.
Yes.
Just dragging the
right.
leash around.
But that's an offer. I don't want to speak for Hyacinth.
No, that sounds perfect. Oh, we're going this way, I suppose.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
You hear a lot of people in public kind of whisper under their breath, "What's the even point of having a leash if they're not gonna?"
She's just gonna go wherever she wants.
Why they're not even holding the leash? Why did they put that on?
All right. So you step off the bus. It is early evening. Like we said before, we have the lighthouses over to the east. There's a small shack where the lighthouse keepers hang out. They live there and store stuff there. And then there's like the main drag, which is the only drag at Monkey Point.
The soul drag.
Yeah, it's a soul drag. It has the Golden Bull Roadhouse, the Shanes, Gas and Sundries, the Mucky Point Lighthouse Museum, and Codswallop's Bait and Tackle.
I gotta do something at this museum. I forgot what I have to do.
Oh, right.
Steal like a submarine part or something like that?
Yeah, the last remaining part of the submarine.
All right. And then just steal it. I forgot what the other part.
Let me look up.
I forget what he told me, so I'll just steal it
and
wear it.
It takes so long to scroll back in Messenger. Oh, it helps if I'm looking in the right window.
Oh yeah, I'll add it to my little check off list.
Ah yes, bring the only surviving piece of the German U-boat Der Haifisch. Yeah. Bring this person, the anonymous person. Inquire at the Mucky Point Lighthouse Museum.
Okay.
Deliver it to the Frenchman in Brindlewood Bay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In the Frenchman. So we don't know who that is either. Got it. I'll figure it out.
It'll be great.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be great. Everything's good. Cool. So what would you like to do?
We should go to that museum.
Yeah, why did we come to Mucky Point in the first place?
I'm trying to remember. There's a reason. Like we have a reason.
The book person sent us?
Yeah, so Janet, who runs the bookstore, the Candlelight Booksellers, where you have your meeting, she was a family friend of Cyrus Creel, who was the lighthouse keeper,
okay.
the longtime lighthouse keeper at Mucky Point, who plummeted to his death.
Suspiciously.
Foul play because he's been a lighthouse keeper for his entire life, and it's a rookie move.
That's right. He'd never have a rookie accident like that.
Yeah.
And have we already had the alternate Mucky Point opening credits at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just shots of the same 4 buildings over and over again.
And somebody's always walking by in the foreground and being surprised by the camera, smiling and waving.
Well, I don't have a particular agenda, but Inez really seems to want to go to the museum. Is that what you said? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I've heard that they have some really cool artifacts at this museum. Remember when that butler told us about some kind of U-boat on washing up?
He had some weird story about a submarine or something.
He did. I heard that they had the last remaining piece of it, and I'm wondering if it's a large piece or a small piece.
Ooh, maybe it's a periscope.
Yeah, during this conversation, Akiko has started heading off like stealthily hunting mode towards the museum, and Hyacinth is just following.
I like museums. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait to hear everything that Rue can teach us at this museum. I wonder if they specialize in World War II artifacts. If they've got, or I guess a U-boat is a World War One situation.
I don't know.
Did they turn into double U-boats for World War II?
Yeah,
1942.
double U-boat.
Yeah, that would be my thought. It's either that or the Roadhouse, I guess.
Is the museum open right now?
That's an excellent question.
It is irrelevant.
Okay.
Find out
Because
by going there.
I'm kind of wondering if Hyacinth is already trying to break in through whatever door the cat is pawing at.
Akika will find out how to get in.
Yeah, so the museum is open until 7 p.m., which it is approaching very, very rapidly.
Oh, it's already that late.
Yeah, it's evening. Y'all got on the night bus. Wow. All buses to Mucky Point are night buses, it turns out.
All night moves.
Yeah. So the museum is on the main drag there, and it's kind of closest to the bus stop because like the biggest tourist attraction, which means still no one goes.
Yeah.
But it is clearly the newest building in town. What about the museum building tells you that it's the newest one there?
I was going to say it's the only building that we can see that has a ramp.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And sadly, unlike most museums, which tend to have so much character and architecture, like this looks like just one of those cookie cutter box houses, but in museum form. There's like no character to the actual museum building. It's just a boring square box.
Yeah, and they are intending to eventually get a sign, but right now they have one of those like vinyl banners up that like very cheap strip mall stores have.
They got printed online.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh yeah.
At Cafe Press.
But they do have a ramp, so.
They do have a ramp. That's a good thing.
Well, there is that. It's the one good thing about their modern amenities.
So it's like kind of looks like a converted storefront. Yeah. You can it's just got like front window displays with like it looks more like a Brindlewood Bay type novelty shop than an actual museum. But it is museum. It is a museum gift shop mostly.
Oh, okay.
But there are lights on, and you can head on in if you want to. The door is open.
I'm trying not to be too disappointed from the first impressions. Maybe it's better on the inside.
I wonder what it used to be. I'm gonna try to see if I can see what the real signage was underneath the banner.
We can still see like how old signs leave discolored letters on buildings.
Yeah, on the side of the building, there's like the faded, the faded. It's got like an anchor, and it used to be a bakery, and like the anchor has like two like loaves of bread crossing behind it.
I just tried to write down bankery in my notes.
Anchor,
if everybody's wondering
banker
what level of mental agility I have today.
It's going to be the new niche business you open up, bankeries, where you can go do your banking and get some fresh pastries.
We'll get some kind of pun eventually.
Like I know how to spell this word. What are my fingers doing?
I'd like to make a deposit and also buy some fresh bread.
You go in the door, and it has actually an electronic beep bell when you open the door, and there's like a I don't know if you ever been to like the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum in Niagara Falls. It like looks like a shop with a counter and stuff, and then with like brochures and whatnot, and then you sort of like go through a curtain and go back into the museum. And there is an entryway. It does look like a museum gift shop. It does have a counter with a till and little thing of brochures and sunglasses and whatnot.
Ah.
Snow globes.
So if I were to buy things, but also put the piece of the U-boat in my things, I could be legitimate.
I think at this point, Hyacinth is looking at a cap that says "Oh my," except the "my" has Mucky like UCK written on it.
There's also shirts that say "Muck you."
Yes, of course there are. Before
Wanna
too long,
muck.
someone comes out from the back. It's an older woman, probably not too much younger than you are, but she is nicely dressed. She has a colorful scarf and what is clearly costume jewelry, and some streaks of gray in her dark hair. And she hustles up to the front desk and puts her hands on the counter, and she's like, "Oh well, looks like you made it in town just in time. It's so nice to have visitors. It's been a little while. What are you in town for? What would you like to see? I can tell you all about everything in Mucky Point.
Mucky Bay.
Oh, sorry. My name is Eleanor. I'm the kind of resident historian here.
Oh, a historian off. We have our own historian in our group.
Oh, really? That's so. Where are you coming from?
Brindlewood Bay.
Hyacinth has heard the
Oh.
what there's a historian, and it's like, is it me? Sorry, as you were.
Starting
Maybe
trying
it's
to
a Kiko.
mentally trying to prepare facts to spew out in case
Yes, yeah. So she's
in case they turn to you and go, yes, tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Her face kind of falters for a little bit when you say Brindlewood Bay, but then oh, of course, I hear that you have a lovely beach this time of year in January. Right? All sorts of interesting
there
things
is the part of the
wash up
pier that
there.
touches the water.
The beach is named after a Norwegian explorer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I hadn't heard that before. Who's that?
Is it?
I'm sorry, Mark, what did you say?
Who was that? The Norwegian explorer?
Sven.
Oh. One of those one-named Norwegians, I see.
Yeah, it was before last names were invented.
We have had a few visitors from your neck of the woods in the last couple months, which is more than usual. So that's fun. They just told all sorts of interesting things. What you know how in London? Have you ever been to London? It's amazing. London, the tides go in and out, and they have little children and unemployed people who go and hang out on the riverbank of the Thames. They call them mudlarks, and they find all sorts of amazing, interesting little things. And I'm starting to get the impression that Brindlewood Bay is a little bit the same.
That we are like a river?
That, just like stuff, like junk just washes up now and then, and people have a great time finding it.
A mysterious
I
jewel
haven't
was
heard that.
located by the ocean in 1792.
Wow, Hyacinth is full of interesting facts
Hyacinth
today.
is indeed our historian.
92. Oh, that's not related to the Deep Reaver, is it?
No.
Oh.
Gauging the other face.
I haven't been there myself, but I heard stories from Cyrus, who was until recently our lighthouse keeper, but he knew some people in Brindlewood Bay, and they told him these fantastic stories about this whaling ship called the Deep Reaver, and this must have been, I don't know, like Civil War times or something, like 1870s, and they were a whaling ship, but they came back with a whale that had like legs and black eyes all down its side. It's amazing. Like, I think that's what really kicked off the tourist trade in Brindlewood Bay, because he said that his friend told him that parts of that whatever it was, like people came from all over the world to buy parts of it, and I suppose that whatever money they gave them, we just sort of like really bolstered the development of the town, and that's really what made Brindlewood Bay what it is today. So, congratulations for living on the corpse of a weird tentacle whale.
Speaking of corpses, it's a shame to hear about your lighthouse keeper.
Oh, yes.
I mean, so
that was
strange that a veteran lighthouse keeper would
know,
die
it was
in such a strange way.
It was quite a storm, I think.
Have you ever had things wash up here?
I mean, not really. The ships don't come as close to Mucky Point because the
It's
lighthouse.
ugly.
We're not like we're not like Brindlewood in that way.
That people like to visit. Or...
Yeah, that you're inviting to ships. Ships like to actually want to come and.
Right. Yeah. We
board.
warn the ships away from the shore so they don't crash and die.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a good reason to warn people away from Mucky Point, for sure.
We try to do our duty for it's not really serving our community, but like every community up and down this area of the coast, it's just kind of the burden that we take on throughout our entire lifetime.
That's one of the main reasons I settled in Brindlewood Bay was that it's so much more welcoming, and there's so much more culture and different kinds of people there.
I've never seen Rue like this.
Interesting.
And it's just really great how you can meet all kinds of people and become just learn about different kinds of world and help each other out and trade skills and stories. And
in the 1950s, we had an opera house.
I was just going to ask you.
That is true.
What the most interesting building in Brindlewood Bay? I mostly it's just tourists that don't know a lot about things because you know how people are when they travel, especially. But it seems like you three are very knowledgeable.
Sprach du Deutsch?
Oh, wie geht's?
Eine bisschen.
I'm sorry? Do you know German?
A bit.
Oh, what did you know that in 1942, this is a Brindlewood Bay story. In 1942, a Nazi U-boat washed ashore, like with the other trash at Brindlewood Bay. And this is a story we sort of tell to keep the tourists coming, to sort of keep it interesting. But well, Cyrus said that his friends from Brindlewood Bay told him that someone told them that the boat, the submarine, the German U-boat that washed up at Brindlewood Bay had been ripped apart, and there was all sorts of strange symbols and things. And how much money do you have on you?
Whatever it costs.
Hyacinth is immediately going through her purse.
It's just $15 a head. If you want to do 30 for the group of you, that's fine too.
Oh, is this for a tour? Oh, we're not buying a piece of the boat, are we?
No, this is for the entrance fee. I mean, we don't get a lot of traffic here, but it is a premium service, so we like to hope that we can give your money's worth.
Oh, do you have a senior discount?
Do
you have an academic discount? And Hyacinth is on our board of directors, so
this is
diplomatic discount.
This is exciting, Inez. It's good to know that it sounds like they will make up for in service what they lack in character of their building.
Oh
no!
Are you trying to get her to let you in for free?
Yeah. I don't know why.
What are you afraid that will happen if she does not?
Oh, I'm afraid that she's gonna increase the price or kick us out.
Yeah, it's worse than that.
I know it is.
What could be
nighttime? She's gonna make us stay.
Out, but she will spread the word this evening to everyone in town that you are blacklisted.
Oh, well, I mean, couldn't I help you polish off some things? I used to sometimes Rue takes me,
Roll
and I help.
your,
Sometimes I forgot my die. Let me pull them up. Sometimes I help Rue out at the antique shop. I'm quite good at getting the tarnish out of silver sometimes.
Mhm.
She is. She's very good at that.
You just
Why don't you go ahead and
it's
give me
all
a roll with
chemistry,
presence?
really. Roll. Dude, why do I keep doing presents? Why can't I use my goddamn brain? Oh, roll 2 dice.
Because we keep
Oh.
interacting with people.
I know. I keep being like, hi. So my okay, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Ruh-roh.
She says, you know what? You do deserve a free entrance.
Oh no.
Why
I don't
why
like
don't
this.
you come? I have some special exhibits to show you.
Oh.
Yeah, just walk behind this curtain. And she parts the deep velvet curtain that leads to the back.
Hyacinth immediately just is through the curtains. Oh, what's this way?
Oh.
And as each of you enters the back room, a salty
We explode! No.
gentleman grabs you, puts their hands over your mouth, and throws you into a basement, locking the door and leaving.
Oh
you.
no.
Well, this isn't inviting at all.
This is a
Would you like
very
to
strange.
use-
What
would
are
you like to
the
use a crown?
exhibits in here?
It's an escape room.
This is the strangest museum.
Hyacinth
bet
is immediately looking for puzzles.
I bet we can get out of this. We don't need to use our crowns.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, ladies. What do you think?
We have to break out, right? Do we have an hour?
Yeah, you get 3 clues usually.
Seawater begins lapping at your feet.
Oh, this must be that tide she was talking about.
That's a little extreme for an escape room.
Very authentic.
These are vintage boots, I'll have you know.
Oh, Rue very rarely wears her.
I mean, I did treat them with some leather treatment, so I mean they're slightly water resistant, but not
But
really meant
that's-
for, you know.
Is your belt
Seawater.
vintage?
What's that?
Is your belt vintage? Well, that's where the water is now.
Oh shit! God damn it! This is my cool swishy coat too.
Oh no! I have my medical bag. Can I use my medical? Can we MacGyver something?
I was just about to say. I start looking around.
refuse to use a crown.
What's in the room?
The water is up to your neck now.
Yeah, we're
Jesus
gonna
Christ,
be
that's-
fine.
It's
This
going
is a
fast.
You
very.
don't-
I mean, the
It-
thing
it
about
is-
crowns is you can use them anytime, right? We
So
don't have,
what's in the room
have
that
to
we
rush.
can MacGyver with here?
Yeah, let's not rush the
we don't
crown.
have to rush straight. We can wait till the actual death till we.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have not
Uh,
exploded.
Yeah, right now it's just darkness and seawater, which is stinging your eyes.
Rue
Yes.
has used coffee cups before. She can
So
use seawater.
salty.
It is
So
over your heads and you are submerged. You have
Ah,
about 30
yeah.
seconds left.
Clue! I'd like a clue!
And
Okay.
one by one, you fall into the longest sleep you've ever had.
And Rue gets a dream.
And Rue wakes up.
oh my God.
Would you like to use a crown now?
Oh, I see you forced my
Gently
hand.
suggesting that.
Or we can just wrap it
Course.
up here.
So
Me? I think
we
that's a
lose
good
out on
ending.
the random,
end.
the lovely prison break storyline.
And our role-playing game ended when we all refused to use a crown and we drowned.
All
The
right.
end.
It's the adventures of Akiko now.
Scary and Akiko.
You sure you don't want to use a crown? No. Well then, good night, everyone.
We should call Gary. Let's call Gary.
Oh man. So we need to
Okay.
have a prison break at some point in this game, is what I'm hearing.
All right. How do we use a crown?
how does that even work?
What do we do?
So you pick either one of the Crown of the Queen or Crown of the Void, and do the thing you want, and we bump up your roll to the next level. And if you pick a crown to the
Save
board,
my
you have to go.
vintage
Can
with
I
it.
do okay? And Mark, tell me if I can't do this, but because I was entertaining this thought earlier that Vera might be from Mucky Point.
Ooh, sure, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, as long as they're not like, I mean, maybe she's a fish person. So Vera is from Mucky Point, and I wanted to talk about when I first met her. My burgeoning. Oh wait, no, this is in the present day. Never mind.
Yeah, well, that could be you telling Eleanor about it, or asking her if she knew her.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Maybe,
so
maybe that's how we end up getting the boost to the roll and not coming here.
Yeah.
You find some common ground with her.
Yeah, I'll try that. We'll try a different thing other than me trying to be cheap. We have money. I'm just kidding, Eleanor. We are ladies of means.
I could tell.
And of leisure. We have a mystery club and hobbies. You know what? This particular museum is new, and in this location, I realized there used to be a bakery.
Yes.
Or a bank.
Or a banker.
Broadway bakery. Yes.
The Anchory Bakery.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The Anchor Bakery.
The Anchory Bakery. Well, we called it the Anchory Bakery.
Some people do.
My late Vera used to work here part-time while she was in grad school. So Mucky Point was Vera's hometown. And so over the winter break, she would come here, and she was the most amazing cook. I am
also an amazing cook.
I am award-winning, but I am helpless in the kitchen.
What was her last name?
Stewart. Vera Stewart.
Vera Stewart. You know her? I knew her. Yes.
Oh, do you have any embarrassing stories?
Well, I mean, we did have you know how people have book clubs and like read books and stuff. We had a dinner supper club where we would go to each other's houses every once in a while and have dinner.
Oh.
And we'd make dinner for each other. When did you meet Vera?
Well, I met Vera. Well, one time I was visiting Mucky Point. That's the town, right? Mucky Point. Yeah, Mucky Point. I was visiting Mucky Point, and I had just gotten off the bus and was starving. And I looked in the case, and all they had left over, let me tell you, were those pistachio cupcakes. And I hate pistachio.
And Vera loved pistachio.
Vera loved pistachio. And so but I was starving, so I had one. And so then she thought I loved them because I ate it so quickly. And then for about 5 years after that, I kept coming back in and eating her pistachio cupcakes just so that I would have an excuse to say hi to her, even though they are very disgusting.
And when was this?
This was when she was in grad school, so it must have been however old I am, minus 25, 50 years ago.
Oh, math.
Math.
Right.
Oh, so long ago. But
no, I'm glad you found someone.
Oh,
that's sweet.
Yeah, we have a tumultuous relationship. We weren't quite suitable for one another, and we did separate there before the end, but she was
like that.
Yeah. She was not easy to get along with, but somehow I couldn't keep away from her.
I understand that. So that's an interesting fact. Never thought I'd meet Vera's significant other.
Vera's widow.
Whatever
and
became of her?
Well, Vera and I separated. Was still one of those on again, off again sort of things. You know, Vera.
I know Vera.
I was just thinking of proposing again for the third time. And Vera took ill. And this time it was an eye cancer, which was actually a sign of something more malignant. Something had eaten away most of her. And it was too late by the time the doctors got it. So never did get to propose that last time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I feel like doing this heartfelt segment. Hyacinth has probably followed Akiko somewhere.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's going on is probably somehow Akiko trying to warn about the prison cell and Hyacinth not getting the hint.
Those are tiny windows down near the ground.
I suppose we're about to close anyway, so if you would like to take a look around, I suppose I can waive the admission fee for an old friend of a friend.
Oh, it's very kind of you.
And her friends.
Oh, you must need the money though, so we'll pay.
Hyacinth is already
There's a
purse again.
There's a tip jar. You can leave whatever you like there.
Ah, excellent.
Oh, maybe we can get something from the gift shop.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a condition. And that condition is haunted by your ex's ex.
Yeah, I figured that.
Where does that apostrophe go?
X is X. A double X. Need one more and we'll be 6.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough.
XX.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna just tidy up here in the front. If you would like to follow along, there's there's not an audio tour or anything. We're not that fancy, but you're welcome to take a look around.
Wonderful. Let's
all right.
explore.
Let's explore.
Yeah, so the museum is actually rather small.
Won't take long to explore.
And we're done.
When you
walk in, look around the room, done.
Yeah, it is one big room that was clearly some sort of industrial area. It has like 2 floors worth of ceiling space. It's just a big like stone building in the back.
I don't know if it's psychosomatic, but I swear I smell yeast.
Yeah, I was wondering what other bakery things were left over.
Yeah, there's actually a whole section of it devoted to
ovens.
the Anchor Bakery, and it's like, oh, here's part of the grain mill that used to, we used to get from just out of town because that's where the grain mills are, and so we brought that in.
Isn't this a lighthouse museum?
It is a lot, but this is the anchor corner of the Lighthouse Museum.
Lighthouses are meant to not collect artifacts, I think. So they just
and there's it's like the whole it's the whole town of Mucky Point. Everyone has a little bit of something here. There's a picture of Genevieve Deschain, who is the current mayor, near the front, and a couple other personalities. Genevieve is remarkable in that she has a shiny coat and very nice teeth and a mayor medallion on her collar.
Is she a
She's
dog?
A golden retriever.
Oh,
She's
okay.
a golden retriever. And the little placard says that she was recently elected mayor a few years ago in a publicity stunt, and no one else really wanted to do it, so she is officially still the mayor. There's
horrifying.
One side of the
primary suspect.
A couple like glass display cases with various sort of maritime and nautical things. There's a little sextant, a little some rocks, a little diorama of the lighthouse with little seagulls on it, and
you bet.
Past that, there is a small unkept section that looks like a science fair booth. It says our neighbors to the south, and neighbors is in like quotes, like fresh bread quotes. and it has
Just like a
couple,
trifold.
yeah, it's like just like a couple like shitty pictures of Brindlewood. Like Brindlewood Bay is a city to the south. It has
Oh, we really need
nothing-
to donate some stuff to
nothing
them.
much to it. One item of significance was a Nazi U-boat that washed up on shore, and there's a small glass box, or not a box, one of those glass domes
Oh no.
that has it has like it looks like a throttle control, and it just like broken off. It looks like a spur, like that. And it's got some like German and black letter on it. If you know German, it says reverse or something.
Well, I wonder whose decision it was to donate that to the Mucky Point Museum. That seems like that should be in Brindlewood Bay.
You know what? I think it should too, and I think I am going to make sure it gets back to Brindlewood Bay. For history sake. I'm trying to see.
Are you going to petition the mayor to have it?
I was just thinking that
Repatriated.
you know how we sometimes ask forgiveness and not permission. And
Hyacinth is already hunting through her purse for something that looks.
I'm trying to
a
find
little
something
like
that looks like it.
Yeah.
I have a sun
Something in.
hat and I have a dog-eared notebook. Could I use something from my medical bag?
Ooh, maybe.
Could I
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
speculum or something?
that's kind
Okay.
of what I was thinking.
I think we were all thinking that. Thank you for saying it, and just
Because it would be funny.
Otherwise known as the vagina throttle.
no
Vagina throttle.
Reverse. What do you think will be bad when it is discovered?
Well, it's not gonna be because it's my cozy thing.
Damn.
When it's discovered, I think it'll be bad when they don't realize what it is,
Or
and
they don't know how long it's been replaced.
and it's embarrassing to the Lighthouse Museum, and they lose all their funding. It's just
How is it
really
bad for
embarrassing.
you?
No, it's never bad for me. It has Vera made me label all my stuff because I always lose things. So it has and some symbols she made up for me.
Oh.
An
She's from
identifying
Mucky.
symbol.
Mucky Point and loves symbols.
Yeah, it's even worse.
So
than that.
they might trace it back to me, and then I would
Thrown into the
get
prison.
thrown into the prison that I don't know exists.
Be charged with theft.
Yeah, there we are,
worse than that,
theft.
you'll be what do you call what do they call when they send someone back for a crime from another country?
Extradited?
Deported?
Extradited to Brindlewood Bay, and the sheriff there will actually be very upset with you, and there will be severe legal consequences when you return.
Okay, I'll risk it.
So let's see. This is
On it.
On it.
Let's do a composure one.
Okay, and I'm using my bag.
Yeah, so it's 3 dice, top 2.
So
But
what
But
could
wouldn't she be
possibly-
extradited from Brindlewood Bay back to Mucky Point?
Back to Mucky
Prior
Point,
there?
yeah.
Actually,
Do I have to live in
oh,
Mucky Point
You
forever?
have to live in Mucky Point.
Because they'd be like,
Forever.
we got to get her back to Mucky Point to stand justice.
Oh no, and then I'd be on the long wait for a trial, and I would miss all my book club meetings. So I'm rolling with advantage and composure, which I have 1.
Is there anything else you have?
Can we do anything? I just want this throttle. Needs to go back where it belongs to a
I guess
Frenchman.
Columbo can't. This isn't a meddling move, so you can't use the.
Yeah.
I think
And-
Rue is still just a bit puzzled by it all, going, wait, so we're proposing to,
And-
we're going to steal things now? What is
And-
happening here?
Well,
When did outright theft become a thing we do?
you know what? Maybe I'll come clean here. I'm sorry, ladies. I know this is gonna sound very erratic, and I'm gonna sound like one of those doddering professors, but I get voicemail messages from a stranger asking me to do things.
And you do them
And
because...
And now that I'm saying it out loud, it does sound odd. One
Who
time
are they?
one time I changed. It started off harmless, and at first I started doing it because they were funny things, like stealing packages from the post office, and taking them and mailing them to different people and switching bicycle wheels. But this is the first time.
Oh, who hasn't done that?
Who hasn't? I mean, I saw Hyacinth doing it the other day. But this is the first time it's started to feel a little bit on. Well, I mean, I do think this belongs in Brindlewood Bay.
I mean, that is true, but why are you beholden to this mysterious stranger to do their bidding?
It's a very good point. I hadn't really thought about it before.
Hyacinth is distracted at this point and is like eyeing the glass case in case there's any sort of security system on it.
Yeah, there's no high security here.
But she's still spraying something into the air and looking at the droplets.
I was just about to say, looking for like invisible laser grids.
Yep.
We saw those Tom Cruise movies.
And now that I'm thinking about this U-boat, I do wonder about its connection to Andrew the Butler's story.
I mean, that is definitely a strange coincidence.
It might be part of a mystery. It might be a clue.
This is definitely the same U-boat. This is
I mean, I think we can all agree that there is something more going on than normal.
I don't know why, but I trust this person because I seem to be gaining, I don't know, it's not experience, but it's kind of like experience. Every time I do their bidding, it doesn't seem like a bad thing. I trust it, but I don't have a good reason.
Told you to steal the throttle?
They said to steal the only remaining piece of the German U-boat and give it to the Frenchman of Brindlewood Bay. And I don't know who the Frenchman is because Etienne is certainly not French.
Well, it has to be Etienne. He's the only one who even pretends to be French.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll try first.
Well, you know what?
And this is also why I made that family sing.
Oh, that was funny.
That is why I've been doing these things. So far, they've been harmless, funny things.
Well, look.
This one seems
I think
odd.
we all know that there have been some very unexplainable, strange things afoot lately. And I don't know where this leads or what it has to do with, but it feels important.
Also, I really like the idea of undermining Eleanor.
And this belongs in Brindlewood Bay.
Yeah.
And when one of my mavens needs help, I got her back.
Okay, I'm sorry I kept that from you both. You deserve to know the truth. It seemed like good, clean fun at first, and now we're actually doing...
Well, such an operation would be much easier with three
Post office was definitely a crime too, but only Gary was there.
With each of us playing a part, hopefully your little operation can get a little easier.
All right, let me roll these 3 die. Okay. Oh no, I rolled a 7 plus 1 is 8.
That's
not bad.
Not bad. I'm glad I didn't get that 1 that I also rolled. Thank you, medical bag. Thank you, Speculum.
Yeah. You carefully replace the throttle with a speculum.
Like an Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah. There are no lasers, no alarms go off.
But we do treat it like it does.
Yes.
Yeah. Hyacinth is on lookout.
But we do cut to a scene, and that is a scene in the attic of the Hawthorne residence, where the audience sees
the secret room.
Caroline in the secret room with the mask on, and this is another a separate room from where the chest was, and it has a small altar, and it's sort of lit darkly.
She's got my hair.
And she has your hair.
Oh no.
How did that? Oh, never mind.
She pulled my hair out.
And she has there's a little circle of black, it looks like black salt or very thick ash with a little brazier in the middle, and there's some other stuff in there. She throws your hair in there,
Great.
and we can't see her mouth, but she is chanting something unrecognizable, and other voices join in. And she turns to the camera, takes off her mask, and there's nothing there, and that's when the next scene of you all presumably leaving the museum.
I don't know if this is at all necessary or just a completely unnecessary scene.
Do it.
But I was thinking, now that the truth has been revealed and I know the plan and I know why she's doing what she's going to be doing, Rue being a bit of a control freak, I think would then be like, the MacGyver sense kicks in. It's like, okay, let me look around. How can we make that a much more convincing throttle?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't look anything like the throttle. That's going to be found out real quick.
As it stands, it will not be found out for quite some time.
Good enough. So, all right.
Yeah. But if you want to, feel free.
No, I mean, if we feel it's pretty safe.
You could do something with something else in there.
Yeah, Inez is confident that she has definitely pulled it over, and she is in fact correct.
Hyacinth pulls out an empty wooden spool from her purse, offers it.
I feel like just as a comical point, it's in the gift shop. I think they have those little I don't know what to call them. Those little like rubber tubes that you can like run through your hands and go like.
Little
You know what I mean?
snaky things.
Yeah, so they're like little cylindrical rubber tubes that say like Mucky Point, and I feel like that kind of looks like the handle of a throttle. So we just go and stick it on the end of the speculum.
Done.
It's like got two pins with the little like lighthouse that goes back.
Cool. What do y'all do next?
Do we need anything from the gift shop ladies?
Hyacinth is going to buy one of the shirts, I think.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a Mucky.
Oh, okay, you get the Mucky
Mucky
t-shirt.
Oh, I could get something else.
I'll get the Oh My hat.
Oh my.
Cool. Eleanor is just tidying up. She's like, all right, we are closing down, writing up your purchases, ka-ching. Anything else you'd like? You know, I'm happy to chat. I'm off, so I'm just going down to the Golden Bowl. If I can walk you there, or I can leave you alone if you'd like.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone there will have known Cyrus? We'd love to speak with some people who might have known Cyrus a little better.
I mean, I knew Cyrus pretty well.
Yeah, but like people can get clues from. I just want to write her off and like ignore. I just want to like totally like give her like just like pretend I don't notice that she used to date Vera and like pretend she's not useful to me.
So do you literally say somebody we can get clues from?
I don't know, someone we can like find out information about stuff from, you know, like actual mystery.
Okay,
stuff.
so then I exchange whispers. We're looking for clues.
Clues for about Cyrus.
Yes.
I mean,
So, well, we're here on an unofficial capacity, kind of just looking into what happened with him.
Capacity.
An unofficial capacity.
Oh, I thought Sheriff Dalrymple sent you, perhaps.
No.
But we do work with him a lot.
We do. He asks
you
for our
do?
help quite a bit. Yes.
In effect, he's probably sending us, in spirit.
I mean, us sending us is practically like him sending us.
He has never argued with our results.
And he looks at, or she looks at Inez and says, he's never mentioned you.
Oh, are you dating him?
I'm sorry. Women my age don't date people.
Oh, we do.
Oh, that's a shame. I date all the time.
You should try it. It's very fun.
Maybe I will when I outlive my usefulness.
So, never mind. Yes,
Anyway,
we need to find out about Cyrus.
Well,
Yeah, we'd love to join you.
Why don't you?
Thank you for inviting us.
Thanks for inviting us.
Would you like to have a conversation with her and try to meddle a little bit on the walk over?
Not me. I'm gonna ignore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Inez is gonna have a bad time if she does that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
no.
it should not be me. One of you two can totally meddle with her.
I think that's become evident.
It's more fun that way.
Of course.
Let's see. I guess I'll try and meddle.
Oh, that's a lovely cat you have. Or that has you, it looks like.
What? Sorry?
Or that has you, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. And at this point, it's like climbing a tree and just up you go.
Did you know that tree is cut from one of the original trees that was planted here when the pioneers first founded Mucky Point? It
hasn't been hit by the rust blight yet.
No. In fact, I think the strain that grows here, it's all the same. So it's not hit by those blights, but I'm dreadfully afraid of any blight that would hit, because they would just wipe out every tree in Mucky Point.
Well, yes,
So far, it's been hardy.
And then for some reason, she knows way too much about defending against rust blight. And so there's just this long speech about, making sure you airdrop this chemical. And
really?
Usually some sort of, you plant a sort of fire break of ash around it. And if blight does hit, it will preferentially go to those trees. And then you can just chop them down, ship them away, and dump them into the ocean is the key thing at that point. It's just a long speech.
Well, our trees are very important to us here at Mucky Point, so I'll take your advice under consideration.
I've been keeping. What kind of tree is it? Oh, I guess we haven't said.
It's some kind of birch.
Yeah, I was about to say. I've been keeping my eastern birch tree alive for the last 20 years in the midst of the poison. So
I wonder if that's one of our strain. Made its way down to your little town.
And this is this is actually a crossbreed with a Bavarian light birch.
Fascinating.
Means that it ends up flowering twice every season, which is exciting.
You are a very knowledgeable woman.
Hyacinth has completely forgotten that she is supposed to be asking for any.
I think Rue just keeps
Kiko.
staring at Inez going, well, Hyacinth is a font of knowledge today. It's just spewing forth. This is very unlike her.
Yeah, so you're so smart, and she puts her hand on your shoulder and kind of like lets it trail down your arms. Like, let me buy you a drink when we get to the Golden Bowl.
Oh, of course. Now let me tell you more about trees.
Let's go ahead and roll for a medal and see.
Inez is like weirdly jealous.
Oh, no.
Because I was trying to make her upset, and like she's not paying attention to me at all.
This is definitely with reason.
Oh, okay. So I get a +1, that looks like.
Yeah.
I have rolled an 11. +1 is 12.
Nice.
All right.
We picked the right lady for the job.
I have no idea.
Get those clues.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is a 12. Ooh, Boyd.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, clue.
Oh no! So this was a void clue.
Yeah.
We're
The
just
Mucky
talking
Point
about
girls.
trees.
So many clues.
There's as she passes by, like she kind of like gestures out to the where the lighthouse is, and sort of like giving little facts about the lighthouse. Like, oh, did you know like the base of the lighthouse actually predates the lighthouse itself by over 300 years? I imagine before any settlers here showed up. It's the stones are these strange black stones that I haven't seen anywhere else in this area. I've been trying to get a geologist down here to look at it for years, but they always back out whenever I try to get them down. Anyway,
So they built the lighthouse on top of that? You mean?
Yes,
Oh.
yes. It was the most stable foundation, and it did not need to be built, and the lighthouse definitely did. And as
Blackstone foundations were forbidden in Brindlewood Bay in 1802.
probably for the best, and that's not even the clue. And actually gestures out to the coastline. It's kind of like a rocky, cliffy coastline, but out a few hundred yards out to sea, you see a strange circle of lights, and after looking at it a little while, you can tell that it is a few hundred yards out, and it's a circle of rowboats with poles on the back of them with lanterns hanging.
Oh no.
And there are people standing in the boats. There's 13 of them that you count immediately. And you hear, it sounds like a song or a chant, and you can't really make out all the words, but you do recognize some proper nouns, such as Hecate, Persephone, Athena, Isis, Astarte. You definitely hear like names of goddesses from various
Here,
mythos.
Eurocentric. We are missing out on so many Igbo gods and goddesses.
And that is your void clue, a circle of lamplit rowboats.
That's not right.
Nah.
They're out boating.
They should be more careful.
I'm glad they have lights. Otherwise,
I definitely think I don't know about the other two, but I definitely think after all, like the dreams and the mask and the tar, I think Rue is definitely sort of like, she knows there's just something not right in the world happening, but still the bit coming to terms with it. Like, am I being weird? Am I just letting my weird dreams affect me? Because I really feel like things are not right.
And Inez has been like skeptical and trying to like science out all the stuff she's seen, but Mucky Point is a difficult place for her because she gets kind of blinded by her past with Varys. And by science. So she's like kind of strangely not as skeptical as she usually is in the town, which like probably won't be a great thing. Versus Hyacinth.
Hyacinth experiences each thing as if it's a blank slate and there is no history behind it.
Why we make a good balance.
But they know what they did.
And as you approach the Golden Bull, there is a large wooden sign bolted to the front of the building. It's a wooden building, relatively a little bit ancient, and Eleanor relates to you that as you approached that, did you know that the Golden Bull was originally a lodge for a group of spiritualists in the late 1920s? And you get to tell me what they left behind that shows that.
So what the spiritualists left behind?
Yeah.
A book of prophecies.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a trick cabinet. No, but that's what Inez always looks for. When she used to go there with Vera, she's like looks at all the cards for like the little tricks, but there's not ever any.
and what looks like a ring could be a wreath, but it's more like a crown sized, woven out of poison oak. That strangely is like has not really deteriorated over the years. Still looks very like fresh and hearty.
Yeah.
Were we all actually adding things? I thought Hyacinth just was.
Oh, I thought it was everybody.
No, you all are. Yeah.
Oh, mine was a joke.
No, it's a real thing now.
And
no,
I feel
I
like
mean, but
the-
like mine was that I always look for those things, but they're not there.
Oh, yeah. And
Um,
I feel like the Book of Prophecy is in like it's a Voynich manuscript sort of thing where it's like in a cipher, and they've managed to crack the code on a few of the prophecies, but there is still many left that are.
And they just keep it on. There's like a bookshelf of like sort of books by the yard, kind of by the dartboards.
yeah.
And that's just like one of the books in there. They're like, oh yeah, that's the weird book. Every once in a while, some egghead comes and takes a look at it. But it's just one of the books we keep around.
Let's say there is a trick cabinet. I just haven't found it.
Yeah.
I just suspect every cabinet, and I always look at the wrong one.
Can I take a look at the book? I love vintage books.
Yeah. So as you come in, and it is not a rockin' joint by any stretch of the imagination, but there's there's a half dozen people there and probably more trailing in. And it's not dive bar, but like an actual like roadhouse, just like the shitty.
No bouncer.
And yeah, no bouncer. It's damp. It's the lights are not intentionally low, but there just happens to be there's lamps on each table, which is just like electric lamps. And there's a woman behind. There's a nice old bar there, not that nice, and another woman sort of going around taking orders and bringing people drinks when she's not cleaning glasses back there. And the one behind the bar waves at Eleanor and greets her by name, Eleanor. And
Norm.
Norm.
Eleanor goes to the bar and orders 2 beers.
2 beers. Oh my.
With
That's a lot.
quotation marks around them?
With I mean
2
unbranded.
beers.
This stream is not sponsored, so they are beers.
If you'd like to
Holding out
sponsor our
for-
stream,
Oh god.
Duff beer.
What would you like to do?
I want to read that book.
yeah. Hey, Hyacinth and Rue, I know for sure there is a trick cabinet in here, and I have never been able to find it. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Well, how do you know that?
I used to go here with Vera, and this used to be some kind of, like people that used to crack their knuckles and say they were listening. They put like rap on the table and lift the table, sort of fake seance people.
I love trick things like that.
Me too.
Yeah, but Rue is definitely immediately drawn to the bookcase. And what's the name of the book on the spine?
The History
Gold
of the
letters.
Deep.
Nice. Why don't you go ahead and make a meddling roll with reason?
Just give me one reason. Meddling
3.
with reason. Hey, I get a plus for reason. Yay.
Yeah.
+1, and my roll is a wackadoodle 5.
Woohoo!
We're rolling it up tonight.
We are doing it.
I used all the bad luck with the tree, or all the good luck with the tree conversation.
I already got us killed once.
That's right. You already had to put on a crown.
Yeah, so you flip through the book and it is in some sort of cipher. It's definitely not English or even Roman letters or Greek, Cyrillic, any characters from any language that you recognize. But they do.
I definitely give it a good sniff.
It, and there's some, yeah, it smells like old book.
Yeah.
And there are definitely illustrations.
These
And
glasses.
they yeah, there's it's like half sort of like historical sort of woodcut kind of things of various people doing some normal things but with little stuff off in them. Someone's fishing but he's holding a sword instead of a fishing pole. There's like some people hanging out like eating fruit and one of them has a skull instead of an apple. And there is someone catching fish in a crab pot, like a lobster trap thing. And there's something wrong about the crabs that have been caught in it. And as you're like just staring at this picture, like there's not a jukebox playing or anything, but the ambient noise of the roadhouse sort of drifts away, and your vision kind of like tunnels on this page, and the drawing begins to move and shift a little bit.
Oh, poor Rue.
The fisherman drags up another pot, and like the camera of the picture, you feel like you like lurch forward, so you can see what's in it, and there's some crabs and stuff in there, but there's also something that looks like like a soccer ball sized crab, but it has sort of a human face with dirty hair sort of matted on its side. It's kind of half decayed because it's been in the water so long. So it's like half
like a
weird,
human
half
head crab.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's like half, then sort of like dead, milky eyed, and it sort of takes up your whole field of view. And the arms are still wiggling a little bit, and the head turns and looks at you, and the eye blinks, turns black, and blinks again, and then its mouth opens, and there's like just rows of like tiny little sharp teeth, and it reaches out for you. And then you wake up. You were with your head on one of the tables.
Rue, you were screaming.
Rue.
Head crabs, heads with heads and crab.
You're getting a
eyes.
vision. Freaked out.
Eyes,
and you
head,
are like
hair, black eyes.
and the book
What?
is still open on the table in front of you, and it is a picture of someone getting crab pots, and it does look like there's some sort of like crab human baby thing in there. It's not looking at you or anything, but you can definitely tell like there's something wrong with this, and you're like very, very, very freaked out.
I don't like this book. Somebody put that book back. I'm not touching it.
Oh, this thing. This book is so ridiculous. I'm so sorry, Rue.
And that you actually get a void clue here. Small, half-decayed biped caught in a crab pot that appears humanish.
Like you do.
But you are definitely super, super freaked out, and we'll be rolling with disadvantage until something changes that.
So Rue, normally they know, the girls know, Rue doesn't drink. She just orders the strongest thing they got behind the bar.
The woman behind the bar says, where is she here? She's kind of tall, kind of a husky lady with a mullet. She's got her sleeves rolled up. She's like, yeah, what can I get for you?
What do you got? What's the strongest thing you got?
I mean, we got beer and whiskey and vodka if you want to be fancy.
I don't drink much. Can you combine all those? Is that a thing people do?
Yeah. And she gets a pint glass. It's like a big, thick, chunky one, and pours a shot of. And she's like, "You got money?"
Oh yeah, sure. What do you need?
All right, I'll open a tab for you.
Okay.
She pours a shot of generic whiskey, dumps it in the beer, pours another shot, and drops the whole shot glass in the glass of beer.
You got, what's the bartender's name?
She hasn't given you her name yet.
Oh, I didn't. Trying to make up a name.
Oh, you actually know her name.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you got her to mix. You got her to mix something.
Yeah. This is Tara Hill.
You got Tara to mix something. She has a rule that she never mixes more than 2 things at once. That's pretty special, Rue.
You don't even know her that well because she moved here like in the last 10 years or so. But you know her uncle Milton, and she actually inherited the Roadhouse from him.
Mm-mm. Milton had a rule that he would never mix two things together ever in this bar. You had to drink everything straight up. Not a very fancy place.
Inez, is that you? I don't know if you remember me. I'm Tara. I think you knew my uncle more than me.
Yeah, you were just a little thing.
Yeah,
Milton.
you were. Yeah. I mean, it's sad what happened, but
Yeah.
look at this, right?
Well, congratulations. The place looks good on you.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Oh,
I think Rue is like holding her nose and trying to down her and being like, "Don't, not this,
don't get this.
not this.
I
It's
think
horrible, but it's doing the job."
Inez always like tries to drink a scotch, and they just have whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey it is then. Pours this out and slides over like first one's free.
It's like that Three Amigos scene. We got beer.
Pretty much.
It's like beer.
What is Hyacinth up to?
Well, was the second beer for Hyacinth, I guess?
Yes, it was. And are you going up to the bar or are you grabbing a table?
I assume I'm grabbing a table.
Cool. Eleanor comes back with a beer for herself and a beer for you and a short glass, like a rocks glass full of cream, and she puts it on the table.
And then Akiko jumps up to laugh at that.
Yeah, she's like, so I'm sorry, I must have been rude in a couple of different ways.
Very.
Just babbling on and on. What you here for Cyrus?
We heard that he and yeah, I think she explains that what Janet Flock. Janet runs the Candlelight bookseller over in Brindlewood Bay and told us about the terrible thing that happened to Cyrus. And
yeah.
And honestly, and stage whisper again, she had some doubts about it. She's kind of worried.
Cyrus could, let me tell you, Cyrus could just hang on to anything, and he was like a billy goat, kind of like a water goat, if you know, like a goat mermaid, kind of, right? She like puts her hand on your shoulder and gives you a little shove. Yeah. So this was Janet. What's your last name again?
Flock.
Right. I think Cyrus did know the Flocks. I don't know if he ever said anything about Janet, but he didn't leave town very much because he's got a job to do. But yeah, she's right I can't imagine who would do anything to him. He was the nicest man.
No enemies then?
I mean,
like crab people.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rue has come back to the
he's
table at this point.
I mean, he was alone in a lighthouse a lot, right there in the ocean. If there was any place, anybody who was going to encounter crab people, it would have been him.
Yeah, but he's been doing it for upwards of 40 years. And have you been reading the history?
Well, maybe the crab people didn't come till now.
Anyway,
that book has been in the bowl for as long as I remember. If there's crab people, I'm sure we know about it by now.
I hope you're right.
So we were hoping to talk to Alvin Duchesne.
Oh, the constable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will probably be by once he gets himself together in a little bit.
Wait, so the mayor is got the same last name, right? So is the mayor the constable's golden retriever?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Oh, are you asking me or are you asking?
I was just asking Mark.
Yes, yeah. The golden retriever belongs to the Duchesne brothers.
Okay. I assume that Inez knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ask him, he'll tell you the same. There's no one. I mean, this is a pretty tight community. There's not a lot of people here, and we we're pretty close knit. We take care of each other. And she
Well,
kinda
we
looks at you
probably
guys.
won't have much to do here then.
I don't
But
know.
we'll just
I
have to
mean,
get all the gory details from.
if we could just put that poor Janet to rest and her family, that's all I care about. Friend of
Yeah.
Cyrus is a friend of mine.
Oh, it sounds like if there are no other weird details to pick on, then yeah, we could be out by morning.
I mean, like Vera and we had often a very complicated relationship, as you might remember, Eleanor.
Mhm.
But we always told each other that we would rather know all of the ugly truth and be as transparent as possible, no matter who had done the latest infraction. And I'm sure you can understand that we would just want that same transparency, same amount of detail about sordid affairs that
I
you and Vera
imagine.
probably had. I've heard a bit about you, Eleanor.
Oh, really?
You show up in some of those stories.
She didn't talk much about you.
Did Cyrus have any other friends?
I mean, there's just Stephen, the other lighthouse keeper. But you know, I'm glad there's someone to take care of it now. I mean, now that sorry, I'm glad there's still. I'm sorry, I've had. Would you like another drink? I'll be right back. And she just toddles off to the bar.
Bitch.
She seems nice.
And what would you like to do next?
Always trying to steal Vera away from me.
Oh no.
Even in the grave. Even from the afterlife.
I want to believe that Inez is saying all of this out loud.
Oh yeah, she is. She's muttering it very loudly.
Yeah.
The other woman who'd been sort of bustling around comes up to the table. You know her name. Her name is Sandy. You don't really know her that well. She is Tara's wife, and she is. You do know that she is related to the Deshane. She is one of the Deshane children, and she kind of like comes up next to Inez. It's like, are you doing okay? Can I get you a glass of water or a little bowl of pretzels, something?
Oh no, I'm doing fine. You know, just lovers quarrels situation.
Really?
Lovers quarrels situation.
Great. Let me get you a glass of water then.
Yeah, water would be great.
And she like looks at Rue and she's like,
She's great. She's wonderful.
Rue is still freaked the hell out.
Oh yeah, she's
yeah.
she's finished her horrible drink now.
Can I get you ready? Like, can I get you a glass of water? Are you doing all right? Or coffee or something?
I have
I
barely
can brew a pot of
touched
coffee in the
my
back.
whiskey.
You know, what would you say to an older woman who's never really explored the feminine side of her sexuality?
Is that the whole question?
Yeah, where would someone like that start asking for a friend?
I mean, not here.
No, not here. Oh, okay. Somewhere else, huh?
I mean, it looks like Eleanor's already got her eye on someone. So.
Oh. I mean, I thought.
Usually
Yeah, I mean, it
is.
seems like you and Tara, you have like a thing, right?
Yeah, we've known each other for 10 years or so. You know Tara?
Yeah, I do now. She made me that drink that's got my head is spinning.
Great.
Got me thinking deep philosophical
really?
things.
Great.
You two are very pretty.
Rue is very heteroflexible when drunk.
Looks over to Hyacinth and she's like, is she okay?
Hyacinth is just, hello.
Hi. You seem lovely.
Thank you.
Are you gonna make sure your friends get home? Where are you staying tonight?
Have we figured out where we're staying?
Oh, we're sorry, Sandy.
I think we just got off the bus.
We've been playing it.
And yeah,
We've been playing it by ear.
He hadn't really thought through the whole "where are we going to stay" thing.
Oh, real? You're from out of town, I assume, since I don't know you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm Hyacinth. This is
Oh,
Rue.
Sandy Hill. Nice to meet you.
Sandy Hill. Oh,
Rue.
excellent. And you know our Inez.
Yeah, I've heard of her. I don't know if we've actually met before, but I don't know if Tara's. Oh, I'm a friend of Tara's. Tara, a friend of mine.
Yeah, no, I just came around very. I didn't get to know very many people in Mucky Point. I was kind of focused when I was here.
Well,
But it's
here
great.
do,
Great
like
to
their
meet you.
things. Nice to meet you. And she's kind of like a little ruddy. She's got a big like crazy pile of red hair and like a apron with stains and stuff on it. And she's definitely kind of like got the Tara looks kind of like a normal person who has assumed the Mucky Point lifestyle, but Sandy is definitely like got the Whoville nose and the sparkly eyes.
I think Rue would lean over to Inez, trying to whisper, but you know how people whisper when they're drunk, and being like, "How do you hit on women? Is it the same as hitting on men, or is like different? I've never done this."
You just tell them. You've seen me flirt with people. You just tell them how you feel, and then it goes any of many different ways.
But you said the boobs and butt thing, that was just for guys, right?
I know women like that too. But
okay. Like the flirting when you're like, "I've got the boobs and the butt." I thought you said that was a technique for
you
men.
know what? Let's practice.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What do you want to tell her? And then I'll help you and give you some critical friendship.
You're very pretty and you give me funny feelings of a sexual nature. That's the thesis statement.
It's a good one. I think it's great. And I think but you may also want, you may not be as goal oriented as me, but like what do you want from this young woman? Do you want to date? Do you want to buy her a drink?
Really just yeah, it's all of those things. It's a whole new world for me, really.
I think you should just open with that and see where it goes. Hyacinth,
is this what happens when you drink?
Pretty much.
Because like I haven't really thought about this kind of thing since Roger died.
Aw, Rue, you're blossoming.
Am I an alcoholic now? I don't. Oh, but then there's the crab people. You gotta watch out for the crab people. What are we here? We have work to do, right?
We have to figure out where we're staying. Sandy, do you know anything about hotels in the area?
Well, that sounds like something that could combine with my previous goals.
Eleanor comes back with a couple more beers, and Sandy kind of like gives her a look and walks back to the bar.
So, Eleanor, we just realized we haven't figured out a place to stay yet.
I don't know that we expected to stay, but I guess we're here at night.
Yeah, most people don't stay overnight here. It's really.
Oh, okay. When is the latest bus then?
In the morning.
Oh, that's
there's only the one bus.
So
I mean, it leaves.
People arrive by the bus and then.
Then you're stuck here overnight.
But
there's no getting out. There's no getting out past 7.
Most people don't come on the night bus. Most people come earlier.
Oh, there's a day bus?
You didn't come on the day bus?
There wasn't one.
Only night buses.
Only night buses.
Mucky Point.
Well,
it's almost like Mucky Point doesn't want people from Brindlewood Bay coming here.
Honestly, we don't.
Yeah, we figured that.
Yeah. Even I had a suspicion.
It's not a secret. I mean, I don't mind. The museum thrives on tourism, and I do everything I can to put together nice exhibits that.
We're super welcoming to strangers.
Well, some strangers are more welcome than others, dear. So I have a couch that will fit one person, I suppose.
2 if you sleep together. I mean,
I
if people sleep
suppose.
together. 3 if you make a sandwich.
I imagine there's an empty. I mean, it's a little morbid, but I imagine there's an empty bed down at the.
Lighthouse slumber party.
Lighthouse slumber party.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh,
you
We
sleep
should
at the-
combine that with looking for clues.
we
That's
could.
We could
I've always
That's-
wanted to stay in a lighthouse.
That's
Eleanor,
efficient.
that is the best idea.
efficiency.
It's such a great
all
idea.
right, great. Did you? Are you leaving now?
Would we have to work the lighthouse also? Because I am
Oh.
game.
No, I don't think Stephen would be. happy
I've
with
only
that.
had a sip of this.
Who's Steven?
Oh, Stephen is the other lighthouse keeper.
Oh, so there's somebody else there now.
I mean, assistant lighthouse keeper, but I suppose he's a lighthouse keeper now.
I guess he got
That's
promoted.
how it works.
You must have seen his picture in the museum.
Yeah, we paid attention to everything.
we should question him as well.
Yeah, he got a
Brandishes is
promotion
small.
out of this.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't come up very often. I mean, once or twice a month.
Sounds like we have to go to him then.
I bet he could use some assistance. I bet he could.
So wait,
we could be
there-
the assistants.
There doesn't have to be someone in the lighthouse at all times.
No. It's a lot more automated these days than it used to be. It's mostly maintenance, keeping up the grounds, making sure everything's running all right. Doing, I imagine there's a checklist they go through every night. Just make sure everything's running. But they don't like sit up there and crank a crank or anything, or like hold a candle up.
That lack of vigilance is how you get crab people.
I suppose it is. I mean, it is 2020 now, so anything could happen.
So, lighthouse slumber party. That's the plan. Is that what we're doing here?
Just
Definitely.
a side note. I imagine our Brindlewood universe is like January and February of 2020.
Yeah.
It is
Where we're like-
January 2020 right now.
Okay, got it.
Eleanor's like,
The Brindleverse.
yeah, I'm sure if you, I mean, Hyacinth, you are welcome to stay on my couch if you like, and I can probably arrange an introduction to Stephen for the rest of you. I'm probably the only person living who really talks to him.
Internship.
So
Why did-
Hyacinth
wait.
is misinterpreting this and says, Eleanor is going to join us at the lighthouse.
Eleanor's gonna.
So why are you the only person who talks to Steven? That seems weird.
I mean, would you be going down to a lighthouse if you had one in Brindlewood Bay?
I
All the
just
time.
I interpret it as the only person that talks to Eleanor.
Oh.
No, lots of people talk to me.
Hyacinth is heading away from the table to take care of everyone's bills.
I don't know if you noticed that the museum focuses primarily on the lighthouse. So
I'm walking away while she's talking to me. Are there other people in the bar?
yeah, she's just, anyway, yes, I can
Her
definitely.
and Rue.
So, Rue, what's your story? I'm really aside from the
I
crab people thing.
mean, I'm gonna be straight with you. We're here checking out this Cyrus thing because it's mighty suspicious.
Oh,
So
no.
anywhere we could get information about Cyrus, talk to people who knew Cyrus. I don't think he slipped. I'll say it. I'll say it out loud. I don't think he slipped.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm here to find out.
Crab people happened.
That is on the table now. When I showed up at Mucky Point this afternoon, crab people were not on the table at all, but my mind has been opened.
Why don't you make a meddling roll with her?
I'm swishing my coat around, I'll tell you that much.
I think
And-
this is presence.
When we solve a mystery, does it have to be that one of the people on our list did it?
Generally, unless you can find
Could
someone
we
else.
make it the crab people if we roll really well?
Those
With
crab
the
people could
assistance of
definitely
Genevieve
be
Duchesne.
involved, yes.
Do I get my swishy coat advantage?
You do, and that if you're being stylish right now,
Oh, I mean, I think she's very swishy right now.
And that will cancel out your freaked out disadvantage. So it'll just be rolling straight,
Straight
Nice.
roll. All right.
as I say. So,
Oh, straight roll.
Not
of
so
11
straight is
with
what I'm
no-
seeing.
No bonuses. Rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's like, well, there was one thing.
Ooh, do tell.
I can point it out to you at the library, or not the library, the museum. Sorry, I've had a couple. There's a, I mean, it is a lighthouse museum, so pretty much anything about the lighthouse is fair game. And I'm not the, I'm definitely not one to spread rumors, but this is a matter of public record. That Cyrus, lighthouse keepers are peculiar sometimes, and get up to things now and then. And there was, I mean, it was decades ago. It must have been 22 years ago. Cyrus was involved in a car accident that was fatal. Not for him,
Wait.
clearly.
Oh,
what?
I was very confused.
He's been dead for 13 years.
Cyrus has been for 23 years.
It's been like a weekend at Bernie's thing. They propped him up in the lighthouse.
Oh no.
Yeah, he everyone in town just refuses to really acknowledge it.
To acknowledge that he had a crash 22 years ago?
Yeah, it was in the
That
it was in the
he's been
papers,
dead for 20.
and then no one. I mean, it seems there's like I said, there's not a lot of people in town, a couple hundred tops, and we all know each other real well. And well, when something happens to someone, people take notice, and no one did.
No, so that's the weird thing, that he had a crash and no one took notice of it. That's like, is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Right.
I mean, it was the
Interesting.
It was the Williams kids, and they they were kids then, and I suppose they always will be in our hearts. It's tragedy.
Is she saying one of the Williams kids died in the?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
And Inez, you know who she's talking about. They were the kids of Benny Williams. He was a single dad back then in the late 90s. And yeah, you kind of remember it was like a big shock for a moment, and then nothing.
Immediate prime suspect.
And as Hyacinth is settling up the bill, a gentleman sort of pushes the front door open, which is a heavy door, so it gives it a good shove. It kind of like bangs against the wall, and everyone kind of looks up and raises a hand. Yeah, pretty much. And Tara, the woman behind the bar, yells, "Hey, Dad! Some folks were looking for you." And he's kind of lanky, he's a little hunchy. He is dressed in a officer of the law uniform, but it's kind of disheveled. And yeah, he kind of like lanks his way up the bar. Tara already has a beer waiting for him. He's like, "All right, so who's looking for me? About what?" This isn't fucking what's his name?
Dalrymple.
Dalrymple. This isn't Wyman, is it? Wyman, you're out here?
Bill Wyman, the bassist for Rolling Stones?
No, Wyman Dalrymple, the sheriff of Brindlewood.
Oh, his name is Wyman?
His first name is Wyman? No wonder he goes by sheriff.
He's not here, but we are some of his best friends.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We are his best deputies.
Well, that's true. His best deputies.
Oh, what happened to Gary?
Close confidants.
Oh no, Gary is one of our best friends now. We work very closely with Gary.
And we are no Dolores.
Hired on a bunch of old ladies to take Gary's place. Or
No, we don't take his place. We help him out.
I mean, that boy never was right, so I can imagine he could use all the help he gets.
Whoa. So you're ageist and ableist in one sentence.
Who are you again? Do we know you? What's your name?
He's sort of like does the lean back and polishes. He's got a little badge like, my name is Alvin Shane. I am the law here.
Yeah, you
I
are the
really,
law.
I really want to like pick it off and like look at it closer, but I don't know if Inez would do that.
Does Gary have his TV show yet?
Refresh my mind for like the 40th time of how the cozy scene business works again.
When you have an intimate moment with another maven, which you kind of already did with Inez just now, I think. When
we were flirting.
But do I need
activity,
to? Do I? Do I have to use a cozy item of mine to have?
You need to be engaged, and so Inez would need to be birding. You would need to doing something related to antiques and furniture. Hyacinth would need to do something related to gardening. And when you have an intimate moment with another maven, you basically can both clear a condition. Or sort of talk each other into an action. I just got the updated rules for Brindlewood, and those are not in there. It's only both the updated rules are both clear a condition, and you can find a clue.
I bet Rue could tell me about
easier.
I bet Rue could tell me about some antiques in this bar.
I mean, that's true. I'm just trying. Yeah, I feel like at this point, I'd be in game terms, I'd be clearing my freaked out condition.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out how to do that exactly with the whole cozy scene business.
We can roll back for a second and go back to that conversation if you want to work in some antiquery
or birding, I guess.
My birding is often snooping.
And to do this, do I check off one of my cozy things?
No. This is just
my checklist?
when you're involved in your cozy activity and sharing a moment with another maven.
Okay, so I don't actually have to use one of my cozy items.
No.
Well, I'm going to anyway because it just factors in very well to the scene. I'm not going to, but I won't check it off.
I have a way that might make narrative sense.
Sure.
If we were doing the flirting thing, and maybe you're having trouble, and I'm like, you know what, Rue, you really light up when you talk about antiques. So what if you just told her about some item in the room, and then made it a metaphor about how you felt about her?
You know what? Did you know? Did you know? This coat that I made myself is based on World War II designs because they're so swishy. Have you noticed how swishy it is? The way the slightest breeze makes you flow like some kind of just film maven. And it just gives you that certain panache and confidence to, really just walk through a room and own it. It's all in the World War II styling. The cut. A kick pleat in a bag. Did you notice it's got a kick pleat? In the back? Yeah.
That was, yep.
Swish.
Yeah, so let's each of you clear a condition.
I definitely feel like she's no longer freaked out. She's past it.
I feel like I can get off of the wrong side of the law, but I feel like I'm not escaping Eleanor right now. I don't feel like I got away from that.
I don't even remember where did under suspicion come
that
from?
was early on.
I was like,
yeah, let's get rid of that because I think that's a while ago too.
You should just timed out of it.
That condescending me thing I think is still.
I that could definitely still be relevant. I feel.
Yeah. As you're talking, you did you put the book back?
I feel like I either just dropped it or like threw the book across the room.
I think I helped her put it back.
Oh yeah, I think I
Cool.
said somebody put that back because
Somebody
like
put it back, and
I
that's-
I didn't want to touch it again. I'm like that thing's not right.
Cool. If so, in your state, you realize that you had actually grabbed another book off the shelf and like sort of like nervously sort of rippling through it, and a little stimmy kind of like distraction for yourself. And you look down and you now that you're like this sort of getting together and talking about stuff has calmed you down, and definitely the Boilermaker has as well.
Just at
which
least
point,
starting to wear off a little bit now.
like, you like realize you have a book in your hands, and cautiously sort of look down, and it is there's a bunch of random used bookstore books on there, and this one happens to be a paperback copy of Sun Tzu's Art of War. But this has notes scribbled in the margins.
Oh no.
And can see 1, 2, 3. Can someone roll 1 die for me?
I can do it. I'm rolling 1 die. It is a 3.
2, 3. In it is notes in the margins, sort of making notes of which techniques described in the book can be used against Codswallop, who Inez at least knows is the owner of the general store downtown.
Oh, right.
Hey, I think this book has techniques that you can use against crab people. Or oh, it says cod swallop. Is that what?
Oh,
What's
Swallop.
a cod swallop?
The
Must be a
general-
crab person.
Right? Isn't that? Is
I
that a
mean,
word for a crab
Codswallop
person?
might be a crab person, but he's the general store owner.
He's a crab person.
Oh,
Cut back to the constable showing off his badge.
Oh, yeah.
So if Wyman didn't send you, it sounds like he didn't. It sounds like you kind of appointed yourself deputies of some sort.
we are often the wave ahead of Dalrymple.
We solve a lot of crimes.
We're no
Wait.
Dolores.
Wait
I
a minute.
mean-
Wait a minute. Are you the wait a minute? Wait. Are you the murder mavens?
And then just stone-faced staring back at him as he laughs.
Wyman has said a thing or two about you. That is for sure. Well, you are more than welcome to avail yourself of anything in the town. We are happy to have visitors. Were you planning on staying at the bus station or walking home?
Oh, we're thinking about staying at the lighthouse.
Oh, you're gonna stay at the lighthouse. I'm sure. I'm sure. Sure, little Steven's gonna definitely let you do that. He loves company. Just loves it.
And
You seem to have a
Hyacinth,
laughing disorder.
Hyacinth kind of slowly shakes her head and mutters Mucky point to herself. And even the cat looks judgmental.
Oh,
Gets its hackles up a little bit.
Well, why don't you just run along then?
Constable. What a quaint term.
Well, it's a quaint little town.
Hmm. A lot of crime for you to constabularize.
Not much. We
Oh,
sort of
good.
keep to ourselves. Everyone here takes care of each other. Not like the rash of murders I hear you have down in Brindlewood. Sounds like a war zone down there.
Everyone
Just a
takes
slaughterhouse.
takes care of each other, huh? I think Cyrus might have something to say about that.
Well, Cyrus is old. I mean, there's no one had a bone to pick with him as far as I know.
Did you,
Even-
the constable, even do any kind of investigation, or just assume that he'd had an accident and that was the end of it?
What do you think happened? Someone climbed all the way up to the top of the lighthouse and gave him a solid push. I don't know if you've encountered Cyrus before, which you clearly haven't, but he is not a man to be pushed. He is an older gentleman, for sure, but he's been doing this for 40 years, and over the course of 40 years, you're gonna
Also
have
sounds
bad
like a
day.
man who's not inclined to slip at a job he's been doing for 40 years.
That is also true. But again, there's a lot of days in 40 years. One of them's bound to be bad.
I'm just asking, as the constable, did you investigate all possibilities, or just make an assumption and go with that?
I did investigate all possibilities, and there are none. Cyrus was not murdered.
What
He
was
slipped.
the autopsy?
He fell
Results.
off a goddamn lighthouse.
So
Inez, you have your
Bruce-
medical bag, don't you?
yeah, right here. It's just got the throttle in it instead of the speculum.
We don't need to go into that.
I mean, you would expect some. If a man fell accidentally, he would hit a different part of himself than if he had been pushed. When you
Oh,
fall, you tend
To the
to,
doctor.
She's got
Like-
medical knowledge.
like, if you were to fall, you might try to catch yourself with your hands, but if you
Yes.
were to fall, you might hit somewhere different. Where was the bruising?
She brings a
I
good
really-
point. Is
Why don't
Cyrus's
you just go
body
ahead
still
and-
available to
Why don't you just go
examine?
ahead and do a meddling roll with reason then?
Yeah,
we
finally some
able-
reason.
Are we able to use a Golden Crown mystery for
Oh,
it?
yes,
I-
totally.
but-
Do it.
Oh, yeah. If you want to use
Oh
You
it.
yeah,
can.
this is exactly like the what are the
What
I feel-
what
well,
I
I
think
think
is
since-
that we
I was gonna say, since
tell
Peter mentioned it, I think it's totally apropos for Hyacinth to butt in and go, this is just like,
and I
Yeah.
feel like we actually have the conversation of like in front of the constable of, oh right, this is just like the let's see, gunned down on Wrong Way Street, or like something that implies it's like the one time that that Robin's, what is her name, Robin Masterson, tried to go gritty with the series.
oh yeah, and
like
then they
Neo-noir.
they thought that he had been shot, but actually the bullet was in the back, not the front.
In
matters.
gunshots in Precinct 54
Yeah.
with the corrupt constable Slimeton.
Slimeton.
that's right.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was
just
a-
assumed from the get-go that the character had been shot. But in reality, what had happened is he had fallen down the stairs, and just so a pebble from the stairs had lodged itself in such a way to look like a bullet wound.
But of course, he was on the take, so maybe he had some motivation to reach the wrong answer.
Kind of the opposite of what's going on here with the constable. Assuming an accident where maybe there wasn't one.
Well, look.
am I still gonna roll?
Oh, no, you don't. If you want to use this, you don't need to.
Oh, it's a crown. Oh,
No, it's not a crown. It's a. Oh,
An automatic
it's a
12.
gold crown mysteries move. Yeah, but it's a 12 plus.
okay.
Or
So you
it
just
can be
ace
12
it.
plus, or you can state a fact about the current situation that we must incorporate as true. I think a clue might be better for you.
I want the clue.
Unless we just want to say something humiliating about the constable.
I mean, I did want to like insult him more, but
That's fair.
Or
Sorry.
you can save the you can save the
No,
gold crown
you're
mystery
perfect.
move later if you want to.
no.
Uh,
This is I like using the crown here. I think it's great. It was perfect.
Cool. It's like, look, the body, if you can even call it that. I mean, he was a sturdy man, but it's a long way down. He was, there was not a lot left, if you know what I mean. whatever he hit on the way down, he could have got hit with a baseball bat a dozen times, and you would not have been able to see a bruise on him with what was left. I did a preliminary check of the surroundings, and I did notice, and this is where I believe that he had made his fatal mistake. For I know his footing is generally sure, but up on the railing, around on the walkway around the light, it was looked like fish oil on the ground, and it's a grate, so but there are some slick steel surfaces up there, and it smelled like fish oil. I don't know how fish oil gets up that high unless you're using it for something. They're not using it in the lamps anymore. It's an electric lamp, but that is your clue. If you want to attribute that to someone trying to murder him by putting fish oil on a step that he might slip and somehow not catch himself and fall off, it seems like an elaborate plan to me. But
sounds like
take
a
it for what you
simple
will.
plan to me.
Relatively
Compared to some of the things we've seen.
You'd be surprised with the stuff we've seen.
That's like Plan 101.
And as he's sort of halfway sort of blustering about like he's doing his job and like that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Another man sort of like the door is still open, and another man sort of stumbles in, and he is clearly already well into a bottle, judging by the clearly empty brown paper bag he has in his hands.
Hyacinth mutters like town of drunkards or something.
He's got like red blotches on his face. He's got a dirty plaid shirt, untucked, and people like sort of look at him and don't really.
I bet
why,
Inez
like,
loves him.
This is the thing. Inez, and he like comes in like, "What are you looking at? You know, I know you're tired, but these newcomers, these tourists, have not heard about them yet."
Yeah, tell us.
Tell you what you know already. Look, I'll have you know, and you stay out of this. You stay out of this, Alvin. You couldn't do nothing before, and I don't see how you can do anything again.
Tell
You're
him.
useless, you're dumb, you're lazy, you wake up late. I might be drunk, but I get up on time.
I like this guy.
He's really
You
great.
sound
He's
like
my
good
favorite.
people.
You sound like
pretty-
good people.
He's pretty much a Brindlewoodian.
I've been all over the town. You all stay in your dumb
I
ruts.
think this is our
Get back
chance
here.
to do it on someone.
Yes.
What are you,
Let's
dumb
buy
to
you.
see
Can we
every
buy
day?
you a drink?
Well, yeah, we can stay here a while longer. What are you
Yeah.
having?
I'm a paying customer now. You can buy me whatever you want, and I'll drink it. And I like vodka.
Tara,
said
make him what you made me earlier.
All right, I'll have 2 of those. And
I'll get a vodka for him.
she you know what, she stays here, and she works at the bar all day because her she inherited it. She didn't work for it. Like I work for everything. It's just taken away from me. She's lucky that
Tell
Oh, what do you work at?
What's
Well,
your name, sir?
I
Well,
my name's Tug. My name's Benny. Everyone calls me Tug. I go wherever I want, and no one
Benny
pays me on time.
Williams.
And I've seen
I almost wrote Benny Hill.
I've seen some things you don't know because you're not from here. You're familiar, but you're
have
not
you
from
seen crab
Yeah.
people?
crab people. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like a head with crab legs
That's a
and
fair
black
question.
eyes.
No, you know what I have seen. You know what I have seen.
What?
No, shh. You know what I have seen.
Tell us.
I have seen. I don't believe in fairy tales. Do you know what happens when? Have you ever seen a seal?
Like juggling balls in a circus?
Yeah, they juggle balls, all right, but only after they take their skin off. They wash up on shore, and they take their seal skins off, and then if someone catches them and marries them, then they have to stay with them until they get their skin back. And I don't want to make any
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's just back it up a second.
No,
Did
tell
you
us who
get
the seal
married?
people are.
What?
Who's not a seal people? Any one of you could be seal people.
Wait.
You know
You
what they
said
do?
so there's people who take the seal skins off?
No, did you ever had a seal skin on? I bet it's really uncomfortable. They come out of the water and they take it off to like relax, and they're like really pretty. And like a fisherman comes and is like, "Hey, you're really pretty. Let's get married." And they're like, "Oh no!" And so then they have to get married because they steal their skin, and they keep it and just make them do dishes and sweep up and do all sorts of things until they somehow get their skin back, and they're like, "Fuck off! I'm a seal!" And they jump back in the water. I've seen it. Have you seen it? Do they? Where? You're not from here. Have you seen a selkie? What? Do you have mermaids where you're from? I've seen a mermaid before.
Really?
Yeah. I tried to sell it to the museum, but they didn't want. Eleanor didn't want it.
So wait,
Oh,
you had one in your
Yeah.
possession?
Well, yeah, a little dried up like baby mermaid.
And what did you do with it?
I sold it to
Oh.
tourists.
Oh.
Someone came from fucking Brindlewood and they bought my mermaid. And
Oh, who was it?
I don't know, some tourist who came and paid me $20 for my mermaid, and the $20 does not go as far as you would think it would here.
We need to get him his mermaid back.
We got it. We are gonna switch missions right now. Cyrus's murder can wait. This is the mystery of the missing mermaid. We will get to the bottom of this, sir.
Oh, you get the. Oh, you know what? If you get my mermaid back, I'll get you a sealskin lady. How would you like that?
I would love a sealskin lady.
I think Tug is an honorary deputy of the deputies.
Yeah, come with us.
He's like a
Alvin, how'd you make them? Alvin, how'd you make them deputies already?
No, we're not
for
here.
him. A Brindlewood.
Not for Alvin. You think we would be deputies for Alvin?
Oh, you're from Brindlewood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meow.
You know what? You can keep your drink. You can shove it up your ass.
I hear that's a pretty effective way of absorbing alcohol.
I prefer to drink it normal. I don't know how they do it in Brindlewood, but I just like to drink normally.
Brindlewood.
That's what I say.
Yay.
Tell me, Tug, buddy.
What?
Buddy, Tug.
Friend.
What?
Tug.
Friend.
What?
Why you got such a Brindlewood chip on your shoulder, bud?
How did Brindlewood hurt you?
You're the best thing we've met in Mucky Point yet.
Look, if Brindlewood, if their fucking board of tourism didn't fucking build up all they had there, take all the tourists away from the lighthouse, which is, have you seen the lighthouse? It is the best lighthouse I've ever seen.
We're gonna go sleep there.
We're so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna live there
Lighthouse
tonight.
slumber party.
Have you seen the? No. Did you know that the rocks that they were built on were here before anyone came, and
They were black and mysterious, right?
I think mermaids built it.
There's just one big piece of rock.
I think mermaids must have built. I don't know if they built a mermaids wouldn't need to build a lighthouse because they swim underwater, but maybe the Selkies, and they made the sailor guys who sail at night, and they get their.
It's like a complicated economy.
I'm so confused.
The
He
ladies
seems so troubled without his mermaid.
look.
We need to get that back.
If you find a
That's funny.
sealskin, you can get them to do whatever you want because they can't go back in the water.
It seems like it's
until
not a
you
great
get it.
use of their friendship.
So these are people
not
who
about
wear
friendship.
the
They're-
sealskins? It's not seals actually, but people
They
in
are,
sealskins?
look, they're selkies. They're like, I don't know.
Oh, there's a
fairies
name for them.
Or elves or something like water elves. I don't know, like
Well,
ocean.
I feel like some
elves
of
that
these
live in the
names are
water.
probably offensive and some of them aren't.
What? You're offensive. Your face is offensive.
Whoa, no one talks to Hyacinth that way.
I just
Hey.
did.
Hey, Tug, let's just
What?
keep in mind here that
Oh,
though you're
no.
from Mucky Point and though we're
Yeah.
from Brindlewood Bay, we
That's
can
right.
all agree that the
Brindlewood.
constable sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you,
Alvin
Alvin.
sucks.
Sucks.
Alvin
sucks.
sucks. Alvin sucks.
And Tara's like gets up over. She's like, not again. Shut it down. That's my dad you're talking about.
We can get your mermaid back. We don't have to be enemies, Tug.
You look like you are from Mucky Point. Are you from Mucky Point? You have a cute nose.
No,
Did you
it's
notice-
just like
did
like
you
how
notice
you
that-
you
did you
sometimes
notice
start resembling your
Did you
pet.
notice?
Okay.
Did you notice that everyone here has funny noses?
I wasn't going to say anything.
We're cute.
The Mucky
You're
Point
cute.
look.
Maybe you are from Mucky Point and you didn't know about it.
I think if
Where-
you're with someone from Mucky Point, sometimes you start to look a little like them.
Oh yeah, like a pet.
My
Like
nose
your
has
pets.
character.
Yeah.
You look like your cat. Did you know that?
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Because I haven't seen any cats around here ever. And
You're
you do
lost.
realize that you haven't heard a stray cat. You haven't seen
Yeah,
no cats at Mucky Point.
Oh, no.
Where is your cat smart?
Oh, yes.
What's it doing at Mucky Point?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a
Very.
good point there.
Mucky Point is all right.
No, I mean,
Don't deserve a lighthouse.
Well, you
who
know,
does?
we're here to check in on what happened to old Cyrus. That's why we're
Fuck
here.
Cyrus. Fuck that fucking murdered fuck.
Oh, what? You don't like Cyrus? You had a problem with Cyrus?
well,
I
he
got-
did have a car accident, right?
Yeah, I fucking murdered my boy. Look,
Told your
no
dog.
one,
Your sons.
everyone wants to present he's some big hero, but he's not. He's just a dick. Everyone else, especially you, Alvin sucks.
Alvin sucks. Alvin sucks.
I'm glad he's dead.
So
Fuck that guy.
let's address your grievances one at a time. First off, you said that everyone considers him a hero.
He's a big guy up in his lighthouse. Like he's like the, if you what's so great about Brindlewood Bay?
Us.
Yeah.
You're the best thing. Okay, imagine that you were like everyone like you, but like there's a little guy inside you made you go. What would you think about that guy?
Am I the lighthouse in this?
Yeah, you're all lighthouse.
We're
You're
all lighthouses.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
And if there's a little guy who runs around and like makes your eyes glow or whatever, like
Okay.
people are gonna like that guy, right? Even if he's a dick.
This is surreal.
You're a deep
Yeah.
thinker, Tug.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way, Tug.
You really see to the center of things.
Got a
Yeah.
lot of time.
You would get along well with Gary.
Oh, you and Gary would be best friends.
Who wants to make a medal roll?
Oh, God.
We're not gonna meddle with Tug. We love him.
You are already meddling with Doug.
Oh, God.
I'll meddle with Tug. I'll step up
Yeah,
and meddle with
Rue,
Tug.
go meddle.
And I think this is kosher because you're dealing with a force of nature here.
+2.
Yeah.
Just a standard old roll.
Yeah,
Me
standard
too.
old roll.
How about a 9?
9 is good. 9 is good. It's like, hey, I like your coat.
Thank you.
I like your
It's
coat.
very special to me. My coat likes you, Tug.
Can I try it on?
Oh, it's a little small for you, I think.
I'll give it a try. I'm a small person.
You gotta be careful. I love my coat.
I'll be careful, and I'll tell you a secret.
Okay, here, try my coat. Gently try my
I will
coat.
try.
Aw.
Don't rip the
This is
seams.
a big deal, Tug. She never
Don't.
lets anyone wear it.
Don't rip the seams.
Okay. I know that dickhead Cyrus, he likes to drink. You know how I know?
But he likes to drink. Is that what you said?
Yeah. And you know how I know?
No, I don't. How do you
Did
know?
you see him drinking here a lot?
No.
Did you
He
drink
doesn't-
with him?
Why would he come here? He's got his precious lighthouse. He doesn't need people.
You went to the
Except for
lighthouse to drink with Cyrus?
Eleanor, everyone knows that you're fucking him, Eleanor. But
Wait, Eleanor was fucking Cyrus?
everyone knows that. I mean, he didn't have to go to her. You just ran into him because he's so fucking great. Anyway,
We got to keep this guy around.
Yeah, man, he's
when
Found him.
I go
Yeah.
wherever I like, and no
Yeah,
one
sure.
pays me any mind. So I
Okay.
go down to
Like
the
a
right
cat.
sometimes. And exactly, I am the cat. You're right. I am the cat of Mucky Point. And he,
That's your new name, the Cat of Mucky Point.
I'm gonna
Then he
get
Cat
that
Williams.
says that. I'm not gonna be Tug anymore. I'm a cat now.
Yeah,
I'm Rum Tum Tugger.
you're a jellicle fucking cat.
Yeah, you
I don't
got that
understand
right.
any of this.
Anyway, Cyrus would hide bottles of whiskey around everywhere.
Everywhere in the town?
Like full ones?
Like around, yeah, not always full because
Just for fun?
the way they work too. Because if he's, I don't know, if he's chopping wood or like doing, like lifting up rocks or killing seagulls or whatever, I don't know
Whoa.
what the job is. It gets so strong, but I guess it makes him thirsty because there's bottles hidden everywhere. But I know where to find them, and you know what I found?
What?
He left one that was like a quarter of the way full, and I finished it off, but I found something in it, and I didn't give it back.
What? Yes,
Was
what
it
was
a mermaid?
You want to see?
Yeah, I want to see.
Definitely want to see.
And he starts like rummaging
Tell us,
around
Cat.
the pockets of your coat.
Of my god.
And he's getting like frustrated, and you hear a couple seams rip.
Gypsy.
No.
Tug,
Pockets of-
Tug,
hang on,
Tug.
I got it.
No, hey,
Rip.
Tug,
I
Tug.
rip. Oh fuck!
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
sorry.
That's
Oh,
my
it's not
coat.
It's not in
That's-
your coat. Hang on.
God damn it.
Here I've got it and he reaches in. He's got like cargo pockets in like these greasy pants, and he pulls out a wadded up piece of newspaper, and he very carefully unfolds it, and there is a diamond ring in it. He's like,
We always
"This-
got diamonds in our mysteries.
This is a real diamond. I know. I had it checked out, and it was in a whiskey bottle.
That's
What are
crazy.
you doing? What are you doing drinking diamond whiskey? If you have
That's a really good question, Cat.
He wraps it up really carefully and puts it back in his pocket. Whose diamond ring is it? Eleanor. It's not yours, I asked.
So, why do you have such bile in your heart for Cyrus?
I think he's got a mermaid girlfriend. I think he's got one of those silky wives.
Really?
Both?
I think, yeah, who knows what he gets up to out there.
That would
He gets-
explain the slippery fish oil.
Yeah, maybe he was fucking his mermaid girlfriend, and where's the fish
And
oil?
she's a squirter.
Where's the fish oil?
Is there a crab person connection here, Rue?
There could be. Right now, it's a jumble of red string that I need to disjumble.
I have faith in you. You'll make it make sense.
Well, we heard that there was slippery fish oil on the lighthouse where Cyrus slipped and died.
That's probably it. He probably murdered the mermaid and squeezed all the oil out of her.
Man, there's a lot of possibilities here.
I don't know what they do over there. I see things, and I don't see anything. They're so secret. They keep us secrets.
Hey,
They keep
in-
secrets.
Inez, do you have stitches and sutures in your bag?
Yeah.
I need to fix my coat.
Here you go.
This'll do for now.
I hope you like. You're gonna have to use floss. Sorry.
I mean, I'll
There's
replace
some
it.
butterfly bandages. as
I'll
well.
replace it with proper thread when we get back to Brindlewood.
All right.
Probably.
so much to process. And my brain's working at approximately 60% capacity.
And Gus kind of like settles down at one table, like into muttering, like, I just where to hide a mermaid skin. And seals, I don't know. Well, if you took a real seal and took his skin off, would there be a lady inside? I don't know. Okay.
Should we go to the lighthouse now?
Yeah, Tug, do you want to go to the lighthouse?
It's not time to go to sleep yet. Are you saying I'm done?
Well,
no.
no.
You can bring stuff with you. We just wanted to check out the lighthouse.
We're going to the lighthouse to investigate.
You want to meet us there later?
You've done some detective work so far.
I can show you where a bottle of whiskey is if you'd like one for free.
Yeah, we'd love that.
You have to funnel all your money into the Shane's pockets like everybody does in this town.
Alvin sucks.
Alvin sucks.
Yeah.
Mucky Point is not so bad.
You're not invited. You fuck off.
Yeah, Eleanor.
Fucking lighthouse fucker. It's probably like it's like only like 10:30. What would you like to do?
I mean, is there anything we need to do before we go to the lighthouse, or should we go to the lighthouse?
I'm thinking go to the lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Let's do it.
Lighthouse.
Let's go to the lighthouse.
Eleanor's like, great. I'll be here if you want to come back later. And just here's my. She like literally writes her phone number down on a cocktail napkin. Like, if you need anything, Hyacinth,
Lucy,
please. Yeah. Let me know when all your friends, old and new, are in a better condition to have a nice evening together.
You see Hyacinth like taking a photo of the napkin and putting at her phone.
That phone number is never going in that phone.
cut to a World of Warcraft gold farming operation. It's like, oh, put this in there.
Given to every spam call.
Cool. Yeah, so let's have Tug lead you on a little walk down to the lighthouse as he is sort of mumbling some
Tug, sing us a seal song.
I'm singing.
I think we're calling him Cat now.
Selkie song.
Oh, Cat.
If you sing loud, you get scared. Have you ever been fishing? Same thing.
No, but we have been on boats.
Really? I've never been on a boat. I'm scared of boats because they're big and scary, and they go in the water, which is also scary.
And you can get killed on them.
Right. Those sailors, that's why they come home, and they stay there.
Sounds like there's a lot of danger in the ocean between selkies and mermaids and crab people.
And giant squids and sharks and tentacle monsters that look like whales. Germans.
U-boats.
U-boats.
Germans. I bet Cyrus is a German. Anyway, here's my song. He wanders off singing. I think that's probably a good time to call it.
Yeah, but we need to hear the whole song first.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, we can start with the song next time if we.
Oh, that's true. It has 14 verses.
Here's the 50-year-olds for being on a boat.
Oh God.
The rules of the ocean. The rules of the boat.
I didn't know. Is it like a sea shanty? Is that kind of song?
It is. Great. Let's do our end of session moves.
Oh no, I forgot about everything except for the U-boat.
What do we got?
Oh, we did dote on him though.
I think I doted a couple of times enough to check that.
Yeah.
Usually doter.
And then undermining the
Come on,
authority of a
all of
local
us
official.
chanting Alvin sucks.
Yeah, yeah, undermine.
That's pretty
And
undermining.
stealing from the museum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely everyone gets the undermining.
I forget that my stealing is also undermining.
Get to do a thing now. Yay. I've leveled up.
Oh yeah, I level up too.
So I can increase
So have I.
modifier by 1. And you know
And
what?
I'll increase the
After what she went through tonight, she's cranking that sensitivity up to 2.
When you run out of
Nice.
advancements, what do you do?
Then you're out of advancements.
Do I get to start again? No, I'm just earning them for fun.
Now you're just earning XPs for fun.
Just
Okay.
for the narrative.
I'm gonna see how many. I mean, they're very motivating to me. So
I think
I mean, yeah,
I was thinking about since if after you uncheck all your cozy place items, I think a nice advancement would be to get to add another item.
To your
I was just
cozy
gonna say 5 more Maven moves,
Yeah.
5 more.
and now I'm got lava boots, and I can fly.
And I got bullet shields.
Oh shit!
Next up, you get every Maven move.
I'm the
Everyone.
boss Maven.
Let's see. I'm gonna take increasing an ability modifier, and I could crank my composure to maximum.
Oh,
which
you
would
are the
be fun and
coolest.
feel in character.
That makes sense.
I could also make it so that one of us has a non-zero vitality or presence, but
It's not stopped us before. I think you are the coolest of
true.
us.
yeah, and I feel like that goes in with the Remington Steel thing a little bit.
And Rue's got the sensitivity, and I've got
Yeah,
the reason. And
I
you've
feel
got
like that was a
the-
pretty much a no-brainer for me. Rue's got to crank the sensitivity up because she's
She's in touch with
she's
the
in
void.
touch with that shit now.
She's a yeah, and I'm
She's
the
Okay.
untouched.
I'll
sciencey
max
one.
out my composure.
Yeah.
So composed. That does,
Nice.
and that scans as well.
Yeah. I just love that if anything requires vitality or presence, we're all just screwed.
It's all right. We're weak little old ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
important.
I like that from a character perspective,
I
kind
do
of in a
too.
story perspective.
That's
I
what
also
crowds are
like-
for.
I also like that I keep forgetting to use my reason.
Yeah, we haven't min-maxed this at all.
We're not like min maxing. Where I'm
Well,
like,
yeah,
ah, fuck.
I never even think about like which thing. I just do a thing. I'm like, which thing does it use? All right, cool, whatever.
And that it makes sense. Like often, like very nerdy types think that they have more presence and composure than they do. Speaking from experience.
I'm going to make a note of the last thing that happened, so next time we're not like
What are we doing?
It's
We're in
not
the middle
some,
of a
like,
song.
fever dream.
in the middle of a song, a little bit drunk, going to the lighthouse.
That cat is singing.
Tug came in and saved the day. Made Mucky
Dum
Point
dum tugger.
not suck.
Yeah. That was sucking
He's
pretty
just
hard.
singing. He's not singing the song. He's just singing things from cats.
This is a
Cool.
song I heard a Selkie sing. Memories.
Jellicle cats
on
are
a-
jellicle, jellicle, jellicle.
Are you sure it was a Selkie? Yes, I.
Yeah.
It did have skin.
The Jellicle Selkie though.
Jellicle Selkie. Cool. I think that's all I got. Boom.
Cool.
Huzzah!
Mystery murdered. Yeah, we no mystery murdered yet.
Soon.
We did
Good.
things. Oh, Mucky Point, man. It's been the
Fuck
adventure so
Monkey
far,
Point.
right?
Yeah.
Fucky Point.
Monkey Point.
Whoa. And I don't think I said this out loud before, but the complexity of this murder is 8.
Mm,
So we
Out
need a
of-
lot of clues.
we need all the clues.
But first, we have to solve the mystery of the missing mermaid.
Missing
That's
mermaid.
right. Detour.
Yeah. We are.
This is supposed to
mavens
be
of our
the,
word.
the last non-void mystery, but we're going to insert a homemade mystery. Finding
Side
Tug's
quest,
mermaid.
Mark's gonna be like, fine, whatever. It's a 3. You've solved it. Please move
Yep,
on.
you did it. Great. Just roll.
You
got
call
it.
Gary. Gary goes, "Oh yeah, we got a mermaid in evidence. I'll bring it to you." And he brings you Tug's
So it's a
mermaid.
conspiracy that involves the legal system. The
We
Tug
definitely
is
should
very
contact Gary
happy.
about the mermaid.
Scarlimple is at the bottom of it.
Or Etienne. We need to
Why,
talk
man?
to Etienne anyway, so.
Oh man. Oh right, yeah.
Oh yeah, do I have to sneak over in the night or something? I don't know.
Ooh.
Take the red eye night bus.
Red Eye Bus.
It's not a walkable town, is it?
Mm,
No.
I mean, technically, but it should always take a long time.
I got time.
That is a good point about Nicole's power. So, like, even though she hasn't completed this one yet, does she get another call next time, or does she not get a call until she completes her
She
current
completes,
task?
I think.
Yeah, I didn't get one this time either.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've
they
just been
get
doing
harder
it
and harder.
in the mornings. Yeah, so. Yeah, you got a lot of void clues already, so I'm not worried about.
I need
That's
more.
I feel like we're getting void clues in this one at about the same rate as normal clues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're either rolling like 3s or
yeah.
12s.
Yeah. Bimodal
Yeah.
distribution.
Yeah, well, awesome. I think that's a good place to go take a nap now.
Yep. Like, rate, and
Yay.
subscribe.
True. Smash that like button.
Yeah, let us know your favorite Maven. Is it Gary?
Gary. It's always Gary.
It's always
Gary.
Dolores. Dolores, who's never even been
Dolores.
seen yet, is everybody's
Yeah.
favorite.
Cool. Well,
Cool.
we'll see you all
All right.
next time.
Bye for now.
Bye. Till next week.
Bye.